Hello ladies, it's been a while since I've connected in here. Things have been just amazing. We've been going from one event to another and helping hundreds and hundreds of women to heal their trauma the gentle way. It's been so beautiful. As we draw close to Christmas, I wanted to come in and talk about what this pattern, this trend that I'm seeing happening, and really just talk about the whole excuses thing. Many of you who have spent time with me know that I share my framework for life transformation about above, below the line. You've heard me talk about it many times in the group here as well. And essentially it's about us taking our power back, owning our accountability for our part that we play in the picture and the system. And dropping the excuses is one of the biggest parts of the model. And one thing that I'm seeing and hearing a lot right now is excuses around Christmas. The mother of all excuses. Oh, I couldn't possibly do that this close to Christmas. Oh, it's too soon. It's too close to Christmas. Oh, I'm too busy because of Christmas. Like every excuse under the sun about Christmas. And most people would just be like, oh yeah, fair enough, and allow that person to get away with this pathetic excuse. Let's face it, it's a pathetic excuse. But really, who is it doing justice for? Like, is it really helping you? How is it working out for you, making this excuse right now to avoid doing the work, avoid doing the healing that you know is so important for yourself by using this excuse of Christmas? The lighting just went all weird. I went all gold and sheeny. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and see, I want you all to give me your best excuses. Throw them all at me. Give me all the excuses you think of when it comes to why aren't you doing this important healing for yourself right now. And I'll tell you some of the most common ones I hear, of course, are money. I can't afford it. And again, I say it's never about the money. We all know it's never about the money, because if your child or your partner or somebody close to you was sick and you needed $10,000, would you get it? Yes, you would. You would find a way to get that money. So what is it about that you cannot find the money for yourself? It's an interesting thing to ponder, hey? I can tell you why. I know exactly why. I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly what fears are coming up for you. I know exactly what's holding you back, because that was me. It was the stuff that I was letting get in the way of my healing. And I can tell you it's things like, I don't deserve it. It's these beliefs, it's these thoughts that I don't deserve it, or I'm broken, like there's no way to fix this. Just all these bullshit thoughts that we tell ourselves, and then the self-sabotage cycle. Like there's just so much. There's so much stuff that happens, unfortunately, in our unconscious mind, that you let yourself stop you from doing this important healing. And I'll tell you what now, darling, there is no part of you that doesn't want good for you. There's no part of you that doesn't want good for you. But you do have to take the steps. You do have to take action. There is such a thing around manifesting, right? But you still have to take the action. You can't say, I want to win the lotto and I want to win $1 million, and not go buy a lotto ticket, right? So, there's the other saying that you all know, it's very common, right? You can only lead a horse to water. Like, I've got the water. You just got to come and drink it, So tell me, what's the best excuse you think you could give me as to why you're not doing this important healing work for yourself right now? Come on, throw them at me. Give them to me. Because at the end of the day, that's it. They're all excuses. And it's quite funny, actually. Sometimes I hear women give me excuses and they don't even realize it's an excuse. Like, my son is sick, or I've broken a leg. Like, that's an awesome excuse to actually do the healing work, because you've got the time. The universe is, if you're sick, it's absolutely the best time to do this healing work for yourself, because the universe has given you this gift on a platter of time. But you're not listening. You're ignoring it. Breaks my heart sometimes. Really breaks my heart. So tell me, what are some of the excuses you're allowing yourself to say to hold you back from doing this important healing work for yourself? Sorry to be harsh, but it is the harsh truth. It is the harsh reality. And every single one of you can heal. It's absolutely possible. You're not broken. Like, all these thoughts that you're telling yourself, they're just not true. And it's just a matter of taking that one step. And I know that you can do it. If I have single mums with 6 kids that are able to do this kind of work for themselves, you can too. Like, there's actually no excuse. Try me. Try and give me or any of your excuses for why you can't do this important healing work for yourself, and I will reply to you and remind you that it's an excuse. And this is the funny thing. Once you remove all the excuses, tell me, when you remove all the excuses, what's left? What's there now? When you take all the excuses away as to why you can't do this important healing work for yourself, what's left? I know what's left because, again, I see this all the time with the women that come to me, and it was me. What's left is fear, some kind of fear. And it's just a block. And the thing is, yeah, it just takes a moment for you to say, hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this fear? Because yes, of course, that's what I do. That's what we help with. You know, we have a sisterhood, huge sisterhood here of women here to hold you in this and help you through the fear. And oh man, you know, that stupid, what do you call it? That stupid saying about time heals all wounds, or that the healing needs to be hard and take a long time. It's such a load of crap. Because if you have a fear, I can shift it within minutes. Absolutely within minutes. It doesn't take long. And this is the problem with the system. The system's broken. And we've been, led astray. We've been led to believe that this stuff's really hard and that it takes a long time and that it's painful and it's a load of crap. It's not. It's absolutely not. So yeah, any fear or any block takes minutes when you come into our sisterhood and do the healing with us. We clear stuff really quickly, really easily, really gently. So I challenge you to give me any excuse that you think is holding you back from doing this important healing work. Put it in the comments below. And then ask yourself, what happens, or what's there when there's no more excuses? What comes up for you when there's no more excuses? That's the real stuff. That's the real stuff that's holding you back. It's not the money. It's not the sickness. It's not the sick child. It's not time. It's not work. None of that BS. It's not Christmas. None of that BS. None of those excuses is what's actually holding you back. What's actually holding you back is some fear that you don't deserve it, or you think you're broken, or what are the other common ones I hear all the time? That you don't think you can do it, or it won't work. There's lots. I've heard them all. So yeah, and again, that's what we work with. We work deep with that fear that's actually holding you back. But I mean, to help, you've got to come onto the other side, obviously. You've got to come over into our group healing program and do the work. It's that simple. You deserve it, darling. You absolutely deserve it. If I can do it, you can do it. If the single mums that I have come to me with 6 kids can do it, you can do it. If the busy bees that are working 2 jobs and say they have no time can do it, you can do it. You just need to say yes to yourself because you deserve it. And I mean, what's the point really? What's the point of living a, like mediocre life? I mean, may as well give it a crack. May as well give it a crack and live the best life you can, right? Yeah, you deserve it, darling. Okay, so give me your best excuses. Write it in the comments and we'll see what we could do to help you. Okay, darlings, take care. Mwah. Bye.